This is us now at the hotel before the Canada match on Saturday. You're a veteran of touring. Has this been different, this one, just with the new coach coming on board and the changing that you're having to do with personnel?
I wouldn't say it's too different. Obviously, a new coach brings in his own things, but Vern's been very careful about changing things too quickly, because sometimes when you come in, change a lot of things, you can lose a bit of structure and lose a bit of shape. So he's probably putting his own imprint on things, but it'll be a gradual change. And obviously, only been with the boys a couple of weeks now. There's only so much you can do. So, but other than that, it's been your usual tour with boys being boys and standard terrible banter that goes flying around. So.
What's been different, maybe, is that there've been a lot of players involved in the sharp end of the season, and you've come right off that into a test match. So, given the cup final experience of a lot of the guys, and then that 1 week into the US and a good win, how satisfying has that been?
It's been good. I mean, it shows that the guys with Scottish blood are doing well in competitions, and so it's one of these things. Certainly from my point of view, it's with Glasgow, it's been great getting to the final. Unfortunately, not getting there, and then having to quickly change gear to get it sharpened up for Scotland stuff and coming away on tour and the international duty. It's one of those things. You do it at the Six Nations as well. You play your clubs, and then it's that quick change into international. So I think most guys that are around have done it before. And okay, it does make the season. It's going to be quite a long season for some guys. I think it's going to be almost 2 seasons back to back with no break going into a 3rd season. So I think they're aware of that. I think that's why the tour has been split the way it has. But obviously coming back off disappointment of the final and getting a nice win with Scotland against the USA was great. And what was a bigger bonus was, okay, it could have been better, but we left tries begging on the pitch. We were creating a lot of chances, and I think there's at least 4 tries that were left on the pitch. So it could have been a great victory. But it was a good victory, and it was nice to get the win. It was a good feeling, but we knew we could be so much sharper and so much better. I think the heat definitely played a part in that, because it was pretty damn hot, to be honest.
Significant as well that they didn't get any tries, and the defence, from a defensive point of view, the guys must have been happy about that as well.
Yeah, very much so. And I think it's been a while since we've not conceded a try at a test level. So I think it was Australia a year or 2 ago in Australia. So. And I think the weather was definitely on our side for this. There's no running rugby played that day, but yeah, it's great. I mean, any test you can keep the opposition trialists. It makes winning a damn sight easier. So yeah, it was bonus. Like I say, there's a lot of positives, but we know we've got a bigger test this weekend.
And Jackson takes some punishment.
Yeah, he was smashed there, isn't he?
Still Scottish ball. There's Richie Vernon. Here's Ansbro.
That's it.
Oh, and good ball to Sean Lamont, and Sean Lamont, one man to beat, and Lamont for the line for a 3rd try for Scotland.
Some caps will, I guess, have possibly a greater significance in terms of, that you talk about that Australia game, and to be capped for a game like that, and the circumstances, that will be one that sticks out. But you've got a significant milestone in your caps. Explain to us what that is.
Well, I think with this weekend with the Canada game, I've become 2nd in the all-time cap record. So, but no, I'm not really counting, to be honest. I'll take as many as I can get, as long as I'm deserving of the opportunity. And once that day passes, then it's done. So still a long way off Mossy, mind you. But yeah, I still have my targets, but at the same time, I've got to be deserving of those starts. So I've got to be playing well. I've got to be sharp enough. And there's a lot of guys coming through now. With Matty Scott, obviously he's picked up an injury. Eric Dunbar at centres. Sean, Tim's fit. Tommy Seymour's coming through. Hoggy at fullback, and Sean can cover fullback as well. So there's plenty of competition coming. So for me to be able to keep my place, I've got to be working hard and playing well, both club and for Scotland. So it's by no means guaranteed. So I'll take them while I can.
We talked about significant tests. I mean, if you can think back on the vast number of games that you've played for Scotland, are there a couple that really stick out for you? And those were great days.
First cap, number 1. That's the one that will always stick with me most. It's where it started, and it's always the biggest one, getting your foot in the door, isn't it? So yeah, first cap, especially because it was a win on foreign soil. I suppose the big victories always stick in mind. The South Africa win, the Australia wins, being at England, I think it was 06, getting the Glasgow Cup. It was great. I mean, these bigger wins always stick in more in mind. There's obviously the odd other one, the 100+ score against Japan, which are the anomalies. It's obviously a lesser team back then, but there was a big score. So yeah, there's a few stick in, but it's more not so much the games that you remember. It's the players and the guys you stuck around with. And I say it's 10 years for myself now, and there's plenty of people coming through. Saying anything, it's you have your time. Players come and go, and it's friendships that remain more than anything else.